DVD release is actually with Dubon Entertainment, and it's a 5 centimeters per second. We're actually showing that later on today in screening room 1E03, right down the hall over there. And that's going to be our version. And if you guys haven't seen it, I would highly recommend you see it. It's extremely beautiful. I would like to show the sub version personally. I like the sub version myself. Yes. As for the titles and the license restrictions, we don't have a clear idea quite yet. Like I said, I mean, since the thing is, I mean, we made the announcement, but it's still bogged down, and we're still trying to push it out as far as we can. But you know, that's just one of those other facets that we need to take a look at and then really try to address. So, but when we do, we'll definitely let you know across the room when we hear.
I don't know.
Why is Squid Girl coming out a week late? Yeah, I wasn't too happy about that either. Again, that's that was a publisher decision.
Gundam, I think it was Zeta, I think it was
made in Japan, and you know, sometimes some people, you know, the creators want some things to happen a particular way, and you know, since they created it, we have to respect their wishes. We can't just trample over them. But you know, I mean, even though we really want it to be out as soon as possible to everyone around the world, because that just makes sense to us. But everyone has their own different opinion about the way things are supposed to be run, and you know, we try to respect everyone's wishes. So it's a very difficult balance sometimes. Yes.
Concerning subtitle translation, has Crunchyroll staff ever thought about the possibility of consulting film subbing suites as possible as
Has Crunchyroll ever considered working with fan sub groups to produce their products? Sometimes, you know, that idea does come into mind, but then again, it comes down to whether or not the publisher themselves is comfortable with that, because the publisher thinks that if you allow a fan subber to sub my show, they will in turn turn around and steal it and put it up on this free network for people to watch without me receiving any kind of payment. And I think that's why a lot of the publishers have been upset in past years. And it's, you know, whether it's legitimate or not, I don't know. But it is something that I'm sure they could. That could be one potential fear. But you know, I don't see. I mean, fan subbers do, you know, they've been doing work for many years now, and we can, you know, definitely try to discuss with them, see if they're warm to the idea. But you know, then again, you know, if they're not, then they're not. If they are, they are. Then we can proceed forward. But again, it just takes taking those steps forward to see what they're comfortable with, because it is their property and we must respect their wishes. So, yes. Yeah.
That MX Media, like one of the companies that does translation for Crunchyroll, that it has X-fan subbers in it. Do you think that's true or not?
Does MX Media have fan subbers working, X-fan subbers or fan subbers, or?
I don't know, X or just people who fan sub.
People who fan sub work for MX Media, which also does work for Crunchyroll. And that's a question for MX Media. You definitely need to ask MX Media about that. You know, on the Crunchyroll side, you know, we work with MX and they provide really good work, so you would really need to consult or contact Ken at MX Media. Oh, okay, so here, and there.
Yeah, there was one season where the simulcast seemed to really like explode, and then it sort of plateaued since then. Do you think that it's a growing industry, or
So the question was, a couple seasons ago, Crunchyroll exploded with a ton of simulcast, and then now it seems to have plateaued. Is this a trend of, is this a downward trend or upward trend of anime, of the anime industry? And that's a very good question, first of all. And sometimes it's hard to tell season by season because, you know, season by season different titles come out and it's hard to dictate how well received some titles are with some fans. So whether or not there's a downtrend or upward trend, it's hard to tell. But as far as the peak and then just kind of like this plateau, we're definitely trying as, like I said, as hard as we can to get as many titles. But that process is marked with a lot of road bumps. So we will try to, we're always trying to get more and more titles. But you know, sometimes you can get them, sometimes you can. Really breaks our heart if we can, but we feel really, you know, excited when we can, and we can deliver to you guys the best possible quality over here. And then I think we'll put that back there. 2 questions. Okay. First question was, is Crunchyroll going to expand to beyond 720? And the second question was the tracking to see whether or not how much has been streamed directly to your computer. 720, we're definitely working on that. I mean, right now it's like, you know, we went from 480 and went to 720, and then we really want to like blow that out. And as technology advances, you know, 1080 becomes more feasible as far as bandwidth goes. We definitely would like to blow that out as well. That requires a lot of development time as well, and we are trying to dedicate as many resources as we can to projects like this. However, you know, we just need to set aside more time to, you know, working on that. If that is a project that we want to definitely pursue. And the second question was the tracking, and again, that's a development question as well. That's something that feature is something that we need to work on as well. So our development team is very backed up. There's, you know, a lot of things going on. We're trying to juggle a lot of things, but I think so far our development team has been doing a fantastic job. And you know, going forward, we're going to try and make it even better. So right in the back.